After my secondary school, I used to think that the only way I could further my education is when I get married to a rich man that would train me in school as his wife. But after some time, I changed the mentality. I took up a teaching job, because when I look at my mother, she was a woman, and she was the one that was making most of the thing happen in the house. Like, my father was not even doing much, like he doesn't even care. So all the feeding, everything was on my mom. But then again, after looking at my mom, I was like, why are you even praying for a rich man? Because, as a young girl, most girls, the only thing they fancy is pray for a rich man that will come into their life, then it will not change the status of their family, all this kind of mentality. I used to think like that too. Praying for a man that will have a car, a man that will be very rich, he will come and spoil you and then change the status of your family and all that. But then after some time, I told myself, can't you work it out yourself? I took a teaching job, I started saving. For 4 years, my salary, first year when I started teaching with my WAEC certificate, my salary was 4,000 naira. The next year, they increased it to 6,000 naira. And I was still doing home lessons together with it. For 4 good years, I was determined. Like, I told myself, I'm not going to look up to any man. I'm going to save. I'm going to be the first person to go to the higher institution in my family, although I'm not the firstborn. With this determination, after 4 years, although when I told my mom, she was very angry. She told me, you want to go to school and starve? You that have ulcer, you that have health issue, how are you going to cope? What do you want to go and do? She was very furious. Like, she was very furious with me. She never encouraged me. Sometimes she would be like, all these people that went to school, how many of them made it? You want to go and suffer yourself? Your parents cannot train you. Do you think university is a place that you can survive by yourself? I told my mother, don't worry, I'm not going to the university so that I can use the certificate to get work. I want to be able to beat my chest and say that, yes, out of all the children that I give birth to, at least someone has gone to the university with or without money. Don't worry. So when I got admission, I told her, Mama, I don't get admission. No. She was very angry. I told my father too, he was very angry, because the reason for the anger is that they don't have money. So why am I trying to press the issue further? When I wanted to resume, my father gave me half of my school fees. And from my 4 years of teaching, I already saved some money. My mother could not even afford to give me 5 naira. It even made her anger increase. For the first semester, throughout the first semester, she was so angry with me that she refused to talk to me. But when she saw that I survived the first semester and I came home, she became very, very happy. She became happy. And like that, I'll be in school. I'll be running away from the school to go and be doing some jobs. After paying this year's school fees, I'll start saving for the next year's school fees. At some point, the woman that was very angry with me before became so proud, and she was like, wow. So she was the one that was not telling my younger brothers, you too can do it. Can't you see how peace I've done it? So I was just going through my phone this evening. I saw my graduation picture and I was like, wow. So I really made it, and I even served. Now imagine I was still there waiting for one rich man to come and train me in school. Imagine I was still with that mentality back then, waiting for one rich man to come and train me in school. And this is the mentality of most girls. Most girls believe the only way they can make it in their life is when they get married to a rich man. Do you even know whether you yourself, you are the one to make your man rich? Do you know?